Right here.
Got some biscuits and gravy with smoked brisket.
We're just leaving Duluth. We're headed up to Two Harbors right now to pick up some maps that me and Jacob both had forgotten. Park some cars and get going. Give the folks at home a little sip of the juice. So we're at the Superior Hiking Trail office. Maps have been purchased. Little patch as well.
No excuse to get lost.
That was just like someone's living room.
It's a me, a Mario!
Tonight we're driving up here on the School Road to South Cross. Stay the night there. It's a really nice campsite. You'll see when we get there. Just arrived on School Road here. Just barely didn't rear end someone thanks to Dad. We're giving good directions back here. Some bad driving. What? How's the drive?
Great.
Long?
No, not really.
Not too bad?
Ours felt pretty short.
Okay. Haven't seen you for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Lake Superior right behind you.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it. See? Yeah, it sure is. Dad and Jacob are gonna bring the car up to the top and then bring the other one back down here so we can get back when we finally finish. There's potential we already took a wrong turn. This parking lot went that way. We need to go that way. So you gotta make a mistake somewhere, and it was right away, so it's all uphill from here. Figuratively, hopefully. 1.5 miles to our first campsite, which is gonna be South Cross campsite. Are you going the right way? Where you at? Coda.
Yeah, totally in the middle.
Coda, where you at, man? Round 3 on the Superior Hiking Trail. Say third time's the charm, so let's see if it pans out. The colors, mostly green. Some reds. They're changing. I think we're missing peak though. Happens. A cool pile of rocks if you're into that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I like the rock.
Last year, we hiked from Sanju Lake to Section 13, which is not a very exciting part of trail. And we went for some pretty low mileage because the first year we went for a little more than the entire group could handle. So this is the third year we've done it. Kind of picked up a route and I kind of went for something that I thought would be an okay amount of mileage while still being scenic. So we are going to be going from the cross campsites all the way up past Mystery Mountain. Made our way up to another shelter here. We're probably going to end up sleeping here tonight, right guys?
Hey, I called that side.
Close. What's that side? Okay. Yeah, that does look like the comfy side. It's been a pretty mushroomy walk so far. They're just everywhere.
Because I'm a fun guy.
Coda's first year on Spear Hiking Trail. Coda, how was your first mile?
Ask me after we did something, after 10 miles.
Coda's got a strip of Velcro there that he isn't using for anything. Perfect for a patch.
Should have bought me one.
So, made it to the South Cross campsite. About 7 tents here right now. So we're gonna keep on moving, but it kind of sucks because it lengthens our long day tomorrow, but I don't really want to, share a campsite with 14 people. We went to find the North Cross campsite, so I just ran ahead and I found a ledge campsite. So somewhere we missed the North Cross campsite. So we're going back. So putting in a little extra steps for really no benefit here. Oh, look who we met up with. There he is.
Why you got a whistle?
He's got a whistle. In case they get lost. We walked so much further than that we had to. That was the South Cross. It's right here. The fire pit's right there. There's just no places for tents, and I think we're just supposed to go over there.
How did we miss it?
And that's what messed us up. So this year I switched to a quilt rather than a sleeping bag, and essentially all it does is remove the back of your sleeping bag to make it lighter. There are straps that they make that use it to hook onto your sleeping pad, which I just realized I've forgotten at home. Dad with the big brain maneuver, cooling off a Coke. Not sponsored, of course, yet. So Ben here was giving me a hard time because when we were walking back after we walked past the campsite we were supposed to be at, I almost fell down a ledge. That was nothing like when Jacob here almost fell off Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the United States. Contiguous United States. But tomorrow we're going to be hitting Carlton Peak, which is about 1,500 feet. We're cooking up some dinner. I'm all done. This is the old classic tuna and couscous. Ben's eating ravioli.
I got
Coda here, you just spilled
all my water.
an entire boil of water, so he's working on another one. Just all for mac and cheese?
Yep.
And Pops, what you got?
Sweet and sour pork.
It's pretty upset.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that pie I'm gonna have for Sunday.
Oh wow.
I'm ready to go.
So here you'll see I have the new Hammock Gear Incubator 20 under quilts.
Hammock
here to keep my bottom nice and toasty so I don't get the CBS.
The cold butt syndrome. So, night one, we're crawling into the tent. It's probably about 40 degrees, probably warmer. It's
hot in the tent.
It's probably like 55 degrees outside,
Yeah.
and I got a 10-degree sleeping bag. Coda's got a 19-degree sleeping bag. I'm dying.
We're toasty.
We're toasty. Plan is to wake up at 6 a.m.,
Yep.
be walking by 7, so we'll see if it happens. Time to start waking up, boys. Hey, Ben. Time to start waking up. It's 6:45 right now. Our plan was to leave by 7 because we have a pretty long day, but it's not happening. So, I mean, with the group we got, we could anticipate to go about a mile an hour, and we got 9 miles to go. So pretty easy math there, so. The Cross River providing us with some beautiful clear water. Oh no. Oh no. My first time ever using this bag. Ever. First bottle ever. It leaks. We got 9.1 miles through Temperance River State Park to the next Superior Hike and Trail campsite. So that's why we're a little worried about it being full, because we're not the only ones out here. The colors are changing quite a bit. It's nice. The water, or the rain we got last night, just making the colors pop. It's super rooty and like some pretty rocky ground. Tons of mushrooms everywhere. This is awesome. Is this red fern? Is this where it grows or something? Pretty cool little locale. I believe this to be the Temperance River. I haven't looked at a map, but We're hanging out. Cool. Nice and scenic. Couple really nice falls here. Jacob had forgotten his phone back where we took pictures, and I called the phone and some guy answered. They're doing a guided tour. Too bad we just missed him, but it was our luck that they answered. That worked out so perfectly. Nice.
Picture the SHP from last year on there.
Yeah, that was cool. We just barely got Jacob, met him at the sign. They gave it to him, and yeah, probably added about a mile, but that's okay. So we've seen the Temperance River, next Carlton Peak. Finally beginning to ascend here. 2 miles to Carlton Peak. Be a couple miles after that to our campsite. Finally getting away from the Temperance River, so the trails are thinning out a little bit, less day hikers. So we're headed up what I assume is Carlton Peak. Dad's breaking trail for us. It's just pretty steep and a lot of rocks. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. Nice shoes again. Thank you. So we're coming up on Carlton Peak, probably like quarter mile to half mile. Seeing these clouds over there, kind of ominous. Says it's not supposed to rain. So we made it on up to Carlton Peak.
We did.
Okay, we're 50 yards away from Carlton Peak. This will be good enough for us. There it is. Resting the legs. A few miles left after this. Sitting at 1,483 feet. Our dad's first 14er. What do you think?
Hi.
Carlton Peak, over Britton Peak, Springdale Creek for the night. Yeah, we got 3 miles till we hit Springdale Creek. Should be our resting place for the night. This is actually really steep getting down here. So I'm gonna put you down.
Got some gum.
Some gum.
It's me, Mario.
It's him, Mario.
He got some gum.
Yay.
There we go, bear meat. Oh, dude, be careful. Oh, be careful. How's your first backpacking trip, Ben?
So far so good. Feeling good to hike with all my friends minus Jacob. He's nowhere to be found.
1:52 in the afternoon on a Friday. It's been going pretty good. I have not yet wished for the sweet release of death this year.
That's good.
Like I say, it's been a success.
Nice.
Nice cool weather.
Nice cool
A
weather.
little moist.
Where are you at right now?
What's that mean?
Why are you sitting in a parking lot?
I don't know. Well, currently our father is in the stall behind you.
We found an actual bathroom, not a latrine, so we're taking advantage of that. Wes, you just fall in? Just arrived in Springdale Creek here. Creek's down there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Jacob's got a fire going for us. So me and Coda here are sleeping in the MSR Hubba Hubba. I got a Enlightened Equipment 10-degree quilt. I forgot my pad straps at home. Dakota there's got the Celtic Cosmic Down 20. Jacob's got a mummy pod. He's putting on that bright red shirt so we don't lose him. Unlike Coda.
I just had to throw up.
You got all urine.
It would make Sunday just not as much of a hassle. You know?
So it's 9.7. Yeah, those are the goals, right?
No. I'm a chapstick, so I whittled one.
He whittled the chapstick and it feels really smooth on his lips. Lutsen's got real chapstick over there.
We're gonna put a little end on yours.
Oh yeah. Good to go. Thai curry.
Good to go Thai curry. Sure enough, that stuff looks good to go.
Okay.
So we're just chilling by the fire, me, Ben, and Dakota, drinking some mocha rice-a-roni, some coffee, looking at the stars. The clouds just went away and it's just so clear. Apparently we might have a chance to see the northern lights tonight, so I'm keeping my eyes up, hoping to see some green ribbons in the sky. Saturday morning. Today we're hiking from Springdale Creek here to East Rollins Creek, which is about 5.5 miles, and then we will decide if we're gonna hike another 4 to Mystery Mountain Campsite, which would make an easier hike out tomorrow morning. We'll see if we got it in us.
What's on my hat?
Your head. It's got a peculiar shape to it. Doll's eye right there. You can probably tell why it's called that. How is it? We're just heading out to Springdale Creek here. Gonna go fill up our bottles in Springdale Creek. And then we're headed out to Rollins Creek, reassess how our legs are doing, and then maybe go from there. Today has been a lot of traipsing through leaves and trudging through mud. But it's fun. We're all together here. We all met up. Jacob is ahead of us at Laveau campsite, and we're gonna catch him. Coda.
Yeah.
You're working your way into mile 4. How you feeling, buddy?
Well, doing pretty good here.
Listen.
Things getting tough. We're pressing on.
Dad, how you feeling?
Feel my legs.
Can't feel his legs. I don't even have legs anymore. We just made it to the Oberg parking lot, and there must be a concert going on here or something. I've never seen this many cars. There's this Oberg hiking loop. Pretty scenic. We could probably go share a nice scenic view with about 10,000 other people today if we would like to, so we'll see. Passing the Sawbill Ranger Cabin on Superior National Forest. Let's keep it going. Boom, back to it. So we made it to East Rollins Creek. This is where we thought we would camp. It's 12:10, pretty early in the day yet, so I think if we're all feeling up to it, I think we should try to make a move for Mystery Mountain after a long lunch.
I think we should. Keep going? That'd probably be smarter, wouldn't it? I feel like it would. Especially since Drew was praying for snow tonight.
Yeah. So we'll keep it going. Jacob, you don't gotta pack your urine out.
Okay.
Just kidding, that's just the water here. So we just climbed some incline there, but man, opens up to a view too. Check it out. Should have done lunch up here. Roughly halfway from Rollins Creek where we had lunch to Mystery Mountain Campsite. We're well on our way through the red map. Very well constructed bridge here on the Superior Hiking Trail. We're back in the mud. Climbing Mystery Mountain. The mystery is that it's very steep. And there are no switchbacks. We decided to go all the way to the Mystery Mountain Campsite because Dakota lives in Milwaukee and he's got an 8-hour drive home. So we did it all for Dakota. 3 p.m. Dakota and I. It feels like we're closing in on the campsite. I have nothing to really base that off of. Just feels like it, right?
Yeah.
Feeling good. We're making good time. We're crushing the miles right now. And not 2 minutes later.
Told you I had a feeling.
Jacob's just holding it down. He's cooking his camera. What? Why is he cooking his camera? The rest of the crew rolling into Mystery Mountain Campsite. Boys, welcome to Mystery Mountain. Jacob, that's not how hammocks work, buddy.
The gold in your mouth. hat turned sideways, pants at the ground. Call yourself a cool cat.
What? Total mileage for today will be a little over 9 point something, and then add an extra mile for this water get. So a total of 10 plus today.
I mean, this is the majority of it. You don't think we're good?
Why are you getting hot? Move away.
Got some poop on my shoe, just praying it was bear and not human. Just be not human, please. Superior Hiking Trail Round 3 is coming to an end.
It is. It was nice hanging with you young fellers once again.
Well, how'd we do this time?
I think we did good. It was nice long miles, but
Yeah.
I survived them. That was a pretty good mileage right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to do a whole bunch more than that.
I'm with you.
I will say the same as Uncle Garth. It's nice hanging out with you fellas. Moving on to glory. If I'm invited, I'll show back up.
Well, Ben and Weston here are gonna head out, go grab the cars, pick us up. Apparently Dad's going too because he's got the key. Right, Dad? There goes the boys there. We pretty much beat them down here. Actually,
Take a shower, kids.
pretty much beat them down here. Apparently the car wouldn't start because the key fob was dead, and it's a smart car. And now we're just gonna walk into the ski lodge here and get some coffee while we wait for them. And they're gonna go round up the other car. It's been a wonderful trip, boys.
Been a great trip.
We'll see you next year. Let us in! Let us in!
Hello.
Made it to Betty's Pies. They brought our food out probably within 10 minutes, if not less.